Oh, hey. So, apparently I'm driving some of you insane with my lack of door windows. So, I've had a discussion with my wife and we've come to a decision. So, Elsa reminded me that we used to drive an MX-5 with the roof down in Scotland all year round, rain or snow. The idea was if you went over 40 miles an hour, then the rain wouldn't get you. So that's what we did, and it was fine. And she feels pretty much the same about dragging this. She doesn't care about windows. The only thing you would really want windows for is maybe a bit of noise reduction and maybe a bit of security when you leave the car, when it's parked, when you go into the shops or the shows or whatever. So I do have an idea for that, which would involve plexiglass panels that I can just clip into place when we're not in the car. Elsa is more concerned about strength and safety. So I think that's what I'm going to concentrate on, is making the doors as solid as possible. And she would also like some form of solid beam across the middle of the door. So let's have a look at the inside of the door and see what we can come up with. But it's a magnificent day outside, so I'm going to roll the car outside and work on it out there, because there will be grinding and welding involved. So let me show you what I've got planned. First of all, for those of you asking, is there enough room for the glass to slide down? The answer is no. There would be enough room to get past this bar here, but obviously with the new door mechanism, the glass is obviously going to hit that. So if I ever decide to put glass in this door and the passenger door, I would need to move this link bar over to this side somehow, or maybe underneath there, nice and neat, you wouldn't see it. But yeah, there's definitely enough room to get the glass between this section and this section to slide down there, other than that bar. So that's that out the way. While we're on that subject, this door catch itself should actually be about 1.5 inches this way as well, but I'm not going to do that at the moment. I said a long time ago that I was hoping to pick up a couple of new doors in better condition for this car at a swap meet, which obviously we've not had any of this year. In fact, for the last whole year we've not had a swap meet, so that's on hold. So for the moment, back to the plan. Need to add some structure to this door. Now, Elsa would like some sort of bar that goes across there, but that's only going to be any use in helping us if it's somewhere to connect to the door itself. So I have a cunning plan for that. I plan to use a section of 1.5-inch steel tube. This stuff is pretty heavy duty. Obviously that's not long enough, this is just for example. So my plan then would be to get a length of tube that would go from about there all the way to about there, but it would protrude at either side by maybe 1.5 inches. 1.5 inches at each side, it would stick out. So then all I have to do is cut a square hole on that pillar there and make some sort of a sort of U-shaped bracket, if you like, attached to that upright that I welded in for the seatbelt. So when the door closes, it would engage in that U-shape and prevent the bar from going in that way on a side impact. Sound reasonable? I think so. I would probably put some rubber around the U-shape receiver, we'll call it, to prevent squeaking and just make it all feel a bit more thunky when you shut the door. Because the only thing holding the door closed at the moment is that door catch, which is pretty much like an old-fashioned door lock in a house. It just kind of, it gets pushed in and then grabs behind the receiving area on the door pillar. So, I mean, it works fine, but it's a wee bit rattly. So that's the plan. I have my angle grinders ready, got my drill ready, got my welding gear ready, got my length of tube ready. I even found a bigger length of tube, a bigger diameter of tube that I can use as the receiving. This 1.5 slips inside, so I can cut maybe 1 inch of that and then cut it in half to get my U-shape for this to slot inside. But hey, check this out. This is my weather report for the next couple of weeks. It only drops below 0 next Tuesday, and then the week after that. Look at that, it's all on the plus side. Now I know that might still seem cold to some people, but this is pretty good for Canada. And look at all those yellow balls. Yellow balls are good. Okay. Whew. Pretty cold, so the only way to stay warm is to get fabricating. Alas, poor Welding helmet. I knew him well. Welding helmet's goofed, if that's even a word. So I need to try and fix that. It might just be the batteries, but I cannot proceed without my welding helmet working. I'll show you what I've done so far. And the sun has gone down. It's getting very cold out here, so good time to stop for the evening. Right then, here's my impact prevention bar. Well, it's not going to prevent an impact, but you know what I mean. So that protrudes out there. It's about 3/4 of an inch and it's solid. So that will close, hopefully, in there. So on the inside, it makes contact with this full of booger welds for now because it's not even tight. It was really just to line it up properly. So behind that, I'll be attaching a steel plate that goes to the upright bar round the corner somehow. Yeah, I might even cut away this section here to make it a bit more solid. But that is the plan. But for now, I need to tidy up. No treat to the house. See you in the morning then. So I had a look at my welding helmet, took the front cover off, just in case that was filled up. Swapped out the batteries. It's dead. So back to Old Faithful. Doesn't have an adjustable shade control, but it's better than nothing. So let's get back to work. So I need to cut some steel to make a brace for behind the door pillar receiving bracket thing. So I will cut some steel and then get back to the car, weld it all together. Look at that, the sun's still up. Managed to get something done. Right, let me show you. So there's my main beam. Just gave it some black paint for now. So it's welded onto the door frame itself. It's welded on the right hand side, it's welded on the left hand side. So that's pretty firmly in place. And this section here connects with this section over here. As you can see, it's welded round to this upright bar. I've still to weld from this bar across to the other side. I might do a diagonal bar on the outside, but I will be addressing the interior soon, and I'll be getting the seats out and be doing a lot more interior work. But that's pretty solid for now, although it's not really providing a lot of horizontal force until I attach a beam from there, either from there down to the floor or straight across. But that's in place. I gave that a quick paint as well. Oh, I also added a bit more angle iron up here to reinforce the door catch. Some of you were saying that it was flexing a bit when you opened and closed. So that's solid now. It's pretty tight. Still have to slam it to shut it, because all that's really holding it is this catch here. But it closes and it's solid. Nice. So I still have the passenger side to do, obviously, but now I know what to do and what not to do. That shouldn't take too long. Right, thanks for watching today. Tomorrow is Saturday. I will be doing another live stream. I am not sure what exactly I'm doing. I will post a link on the Facebook group and let you know what is going to be involved with that. Should be a bit of fun though. I usually get quite a lot of useful information from the live streams. Hey, it's free info. So take care everyone. I'll see you tomorrow night if you're there. If not, I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.